What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Pretty sure for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the New Orleans Pelicans, who are playing some really good basketball this season. They're 25-15, the 5th seed in the Western Conference, but what's their ceiling? What would it take for them to win a championship? Well, that's what we're going to find out today, man. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, man, let's get started with our rotation breakdown. At the one, we got CJ McCollum, who is 32 years old, 86 overall. I mean, he's having a good season, man. 19 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here. And he's also shooting 43% from deep. That's really good. With that being said, though, he's not really a true point guard. I think we can all agree on that. He's also on a really big contract, man, about 36 M's this season. And even though it is a regressing deal, it's still going to be almost 31 M's in 2 years when he's 34. So yeah, man, I do like me some CJ McCollum, but with that being said, he's not the best fit on this team, and he's also not on a great contract. I definitely could see us trading him at some point. Anyways, at the 2, we got Herb Jones, who is 25 years old, 79 overall. I saw a report recently that the Pelicans are open to trading him, and to be honest with you, man, I'm not sure why they would. I mean, he's averaging 11 points a game this season, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's shooting 38% from deep. You know, he's young, he fits the timeline, he's a really good defender. I really don't see any reason why you would trade him, unless maybe you get like too expensive or something, then we gotta let him go. I'm not sure, man, but in my opinion, he's one of the most important players on his team, so if I can, I'm gonna keep him. Speaking of important players, at a 3, we got Brandon Ingram, who is 26 years old, 86 overall. He's having a pretty good season, you know, 22 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal, and he's shooting 36% from deep. I like him a lot, man. He's going to be safe for this entire video. And honestly, man, the same goes to Zion Williamson. I know there were some reports last offseason that they were thinking about trading him for like the 2nd or 3rd overall pick. And I mean, I get it. You know, he struggled to stay healthy. He struggled to stay in shape. We all know what he had going on off the floor. But still, man, he's 23 years old, 89 overall. And when he does play, man, he's pretty hard to stop. You know, he's averaging 22 points a game this season, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He's even shooting 40% from deep on a very small sample size. But yeah, 59% shooting from the floor, man. We'll take that. I really want to try to build a championship team around him and Brandon Ingram. So yeah, man, they're both going to be safe for this video. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Jonas Valanciunas, who is 31 years old, 83 overall. I mean, he's not having a bad season, 14 points a game, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he's even shooting 37% from deep. With that being said, though, he is on the last year of his deal and he is getting older. Eventually, we're going to have to find a replacement. I think ideally, I want a center who fits our timeline, who can space the floor, you know, that's important. Playing alongside Zion Williamson, who likes to get to the rack. And also, man, I want to get someone who's a little bit more mobile on defense. You know, that would also be ideal. Who's that going to be? I don't really know, but that's something we got to figure out. Anyways, man, let's take a look at our bench now. We got Trey Murphy III, who is 23 years old, 80 overall. I like him a lot, man. You know, 41% shooting from deep last season, 39 this year. And again, he's 23 years old. He fits our timeline. Now, I will say I'm a little bit worried about just where he fits on this team. You know, we really can't start like Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Brandon Ingram, and also Zion Williamson all at the same time. But either way, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyways, we also got Larry Nance Jr. in the mix, who is 31 years old, 77 overall. I mean, he's not playing a ton, but he is shooting the ball really efficiently. You know, 58% from the floor, 47% from deep. Obviously on a small sample size. But honestly, man, the big thing with him is he's like the only defender who can actually move his feet. You know, that's pretty important. But still, man, if we do want to make a trade at some point, I think we might use him as salary filler because he is on a pretty decent sized contract. You know, it's about 10 M's this season, 11 next year. That might come in handy, man. We'll just see what happens. Anyways, we also got Dyson Daniels in the mix, who is 20 years old, 76 overall. You know, he was the 8th overall pick in 2022, man, but he has had some injuries, and he's also not the best shooter. I mean, 28% from deep this season. Obviously, that's not great for a guard. Now, he is a really good defender, you know, great size in the backcourt, 6'7". He's got potential. With that being said, though, he could also be a trade piece for us, so we'll see what happens. Next up, we got Jose Grand Theft Alvarado, 25 years old, 77 overall. He's a former undrafted player, but he brings a lot of energy, and he's also on a really good contract, man. 2 M's this season. Same for next year. It doesn't get much better than that. And the last guy in our 10-man rotation is Jordan Hawkins, 21 years old, 76 overall. 14th overall pick in this past year's draft. I mean, the guy shoots with confidence, man. 39% from deep this season. We'll take that. Honestly, I think he's going to be safe for this entire video. Anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got Najee Marshall, who is 25 years old, 76 overall. He's a solid player, man. You know, he's shooting the ball really well this season. 38% from deep. With that being said, it's going to be hard to find minutes for him in the rotation. I ain't gonna lie, he's probably going to end up being a trade piece for us. We've also got Cody Zeller, 31 years old, 73 overall. I mean, there's not a lot to say, man. He obviously doesn't fit our timeline. I'm not expecting anything out of him. And last but not least, we got EJ Liddell, who is 23 years old, 70 overall. I mean, if he does progress, that would be a bonus for us. But honestly, he's not a part of my future plans. Speaking of future plans, though, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off with season 1. Honestly, man, I just want to stay put this season and stay below the luxury tax. It's actually pretty crazy. The Pelicans are only one of 2 teams who's never paid the luxury tax, and they managed to do that again this season by trading away Kerry Lewis Jr. in that 3-team deal with the Raptors and the Pacers. You know, they sent him to Toronto and a 2nd round pick to the Pacers in return for cash considerations. If they wanted to make a real move this trade deadline, they definitely would have kept him. I mean, he was making like 5 M's, which is one of their more movable contracts. So yeah, man, the fact that they did include him in that deal pretty much is giving him away. That lets me know they're probably going to stay put this trade deadline. Anyways, man, for season 2, I want to assess my vets. You know, CJ McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas. How long am I going to keep them around? That's something I got to figure out. And then for season 3, per usual, buy if necessary. If we still haven't won a championship by then, best believe I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. Maybe that means trading away Herb Jones, I'm not too sure. We'll just see what happens. But anyways, man, that's a look at our 3-year game plan. Let's not waste any more time. Let's end the rest of this season. Alrighty, man, so we went 49-33 this season. That's not too bad. Anyways, we got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this year. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but okay. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. Is there going to be anything here for us? It's not looking like it, but oh well. It looks like we finished as a number 5 seed. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at the stats now. Alrighty, we got Brandon Ingram leading the way. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Round up, round here. And he also shot 38% from deep. That's good. Then we got Zion Williamson, 40%. We got CJ McCollum, 45. Trey Murphy, 45. Yeah, we got some shooters, man. Jordan Hawkins, 40%. Matt Ryan, 47. Herb Jones, 39. Let's see. We also got Jose Alvarado, 37. Najee Marshall, 38. You love to see it. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of this here, we got Zion Williamson, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we got CJ McCollum, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And no surprise here, our man got off the bench is Trey Murphy III. He averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Alrighty, so we're going to face the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Dante Exum, Derek Jones Jr., and Derek Lively. It's a good team, man. Honestly, I think we are better, but let me shorten the rotation just to be safe. Alrighty, so again, we're minute start main guys, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, obviously. And then I did make it a 9-man rotation, taking out Jose Alvarado. So let's get into this thing. Can we beat the Dallas Mavericks in the first round here? As we lose game 1, that's tough. It is 2-0 them now. 2-1, way to bounce back there. It is 2-2. Okay, come on, boys. 3-2. I already shortened the rotation. So let's get into this, and we do lose. That's tough. It is what it is, man. We didn't make any moves this year, so I guess it's not too surprising. But anyway, some of the rest of this thing here, it is going to be the Clippers and the Sixers in the finals, and the 76ers won it all, man. Joel Embiid, finals MVP. Shout out to him. Alrighty, man, let's take a look at the draft lottery now. As yep, we do have that pick from the Lakers. That's good, and we should have another one from the Bucks, I think. Let's take a look at this thing. As we do have pick number 12 from the Lakers, we got 21 from ourselves, and then 27 from the Bucks. Yeah, that's not too bad, man. I can work with that. Let's go to draft night and check it out. Alrighty, man, so we're here at pick number 12, and we got some really good options. Isaiah Collier and Ron Holland are both still on the board. I think I want to go with Isaiah Collier. You know, Ron Holland probably does have a higher ceiling, but we already got Brandon Ingram, we got Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy III. I just don't think we need any more wing players. But like I said, man, what we do need is a true point guard. I think Isaiah Collier can be that guy. You know, he's really good at driving, creating kick out options, and he's also really good in the pick and roll, which will make him great with Zion. I mean, the guy's Russell Westbrook Hall of Fame, man. We'll take that. Isaiah Collier, welcome to the Pelicans. Now we are pick number 22, where I think I want to go with Khalil Ware. I realize he's not rated too highly in this user created class, but still, in real life, I do like him a lot. You know, he's a good shot blocker. He can finish around the rim as well, and I am looking for my center of the future. Will he be that guy? I'm not too sure, but for the 22nd overall pick, man, I'll take that risk. Khalil Ware, welcome to the Pelicans. And at pick number 27, man, I guess I'll go with Kevin McCullough. You know, he's an older guy, 23 years old at Kansas, but he does a little bit of everything. And I mean, he's staying in the first round, man. That's usually when you take a risk on these older guys. Let's make that pick. Kevin McCullough, welcome to the Pelicans. Alrighty, now we're in free agency where we got to re-sign a few guys. The first one is Jonas Valanciunas. Let's do a 1-year deal, 17 M's. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. And we also got to re-sign Najee Marshall, 5 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. Now we are play progression where Zion Williamson, man, up 4 to 93. That's really good. We also got Brandon Ingram up 1 to 86. Unfortunately, we do got CJ McCollum down 2 to 83. I mean, he's 32 years old, man. It is what it is. But anyways, Herb Jones and Trey Murphy III up 1 to 81. That's decent. Jonas Valanciunas down 2 to 81. And then we got some big jumps here, man. Dyson Daniels up 4 to 79. Jordan Hawkins up 3 to 78. That's good. What else do we got here? Larry Nance Jr. down 1 to 78. That's not too bad. And is there anything else here? We got Jeremiah Robinson Earl up 2 to 75. EJ Liddell up 1 to 71. And Kevin McCullough up 2 to 71. But that's just because I made him a small forward. But is that going to do it for us? Yes, it is. That's a look at the team, man. I feel pretty good about it. We lost in the first round of the playoffs last year, but let's go to season 2 and try to make some more noise. And you know what, man? Before we do anything, I think I want to make a trade here. I'm trying to send Larry Nance Jr. and a 2025 first round pick to the Orlando Magic for Wendell Carter Jr. I'm pretty sure Wendell Carter Jr. is expendable. You know, they still got Mo Wagner, and apparently they also used the first round pick on Donovan Clingan. If you ask me, man, that's a pretty clear sign that they want to move on from Wendell. With this trade, you're going to get a veteran forward in Larry Nance Jr. and also first round pick. I think that's a good return. And for us, man, Wendell Carter Jr. has a chance to be our center of the future. You know, he's 25 years old. He fits our timeline, and he can also space the floor. I mean, 43% from deep last season. That's really good. We'll take that. I think it's a good deal, man. Let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. Wendell Carter Jr., welcome to the Pelicans. And that's the team for your team, man. We got CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas. On the bench, you got Trey Murphy III, Wendell Carter Jr., Dyson Daniels, Jordan Hawkins, and Isaiah Collier. I like that team a lot, man. Let's get this simming. Alright, man, so I skipped the trade deadline because they already made a move at the start of the year. But anyways, we went 51 to 31. That's good progress. We got Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Is there anything for us? It is not looking like it, but that's fine. What about the NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this thing. Anything for the Pelicans? We do got Isaiah Collier, our rookie second team. That's not too bad. Anyways, with a 4th seed in the Western Conference, we'll take that. Let's take a look at the stats now. We got Zion leading the way, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And let's see, he shot 30% from deep. We do got Brandon Ingram though, 39%. CJ McCollum 40, Trey Murphy the third 44. Let's see, we also got Wendell Carter Jr. 35. That's good. Isaiah Collier 36. That's nice. And Jordan Hawkins, bro, 44%. Shout out to him. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. We got Brandon Ingram 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got CJ McCollum 16 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And our main guy off the bench once again is Trey Murphy the third. He averaged 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. What about Wendell Carter Jr., man, our new pickup? He averaged 10 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. That's pretty good. You'll probably start for us next season. But anyways, we also got a rookie Isaiah Collier, who averaged 8 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Not too bad. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Alrighty, so we're going to face the Sacramento Kings in the first round. Let's take a look at the matchup. As let's see, they got De'Aaron Fox, Bruce Brown now. That's a good pickup. They also got Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and DeMontis Sabonis. It's a good team. Let's shorten the rotation here, just to be safe. Why is Dyson Daniels starting for us, bro? I hate when 2K messes around with this. Let me fix that. Alright, man, so I fixed everything up here, but I think I'm going to start Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, he's on fire, so we're going to roll with it. And I did make it a 9-man rotation. I took Dyson Daniels out of it, man. I'm going to roll with Isaiah Collier instead. I mean, his per 36 numbers look really good. It's better than Dyson Daniels, so why not? Anyways, is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's go and find out. As we're going to take this game by game per usual. We do win game 1. We're up 2-0 now. It is 3-0 us, and wow, we sweep them. That's a good sign, man. Now we're moving on to the second round as we are going to face the OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. It's a good team, man. Honestly, I think they are better, but you never know. So do lose game 1. Let's see. They are 2-0 now. 2-1. Okay, way to bounce back there. 3-1. I already messed around with the rotation, but let's see if there's anything else I can do. Alrighty, man, so I get more minutes to the starters, and not so much for Jordan Hawkins. I mean, there's no way around it. Bro's not playing well in the postseason. 23% from deep. That's tough. Anyways, is that enough to win 3 games against the Thunder? Honestly, I'm not optimistic. We do win that game. That's good. Let's see. They win it. Okay. Oh, well, man. Let's sim the rest of this thing here as, let's see. It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks winning it all. Trae Young Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Honestly, that's not too bad of a season. We made it to the second round. Hopefully, we can build off that. Anyways, now we're at the draft lottery as they do have pick number 13 from the Bucks. That's good. And of course, our pick number 24 is going to the Magic as a part of that Wendell Carter Jr. trade. That's not too bad, man. Let's go to draft night and check it out. And you know what, man? I'm trying to make a splash on draft night. I want to send CJ McCollum, Kevin McCullough, pick number 13, and a first round pick in 2027 to the Brooklyn Nets for Mikal Bridges. Now, I know I traded for Mikal Bridges recently, my Pacers rebuild. If you guys haven't checked that out, a link to it should be popping up on the screen. But yeah, man, it's pretty much the same reasoning. It's time for the Nets to hit the reset button. With this trade, you're going to get a pretty young player in Kevin McCullough, who is 24. You're also going to get 2 first round picks and CJ McCollum, who you could definitely flip. I mean, he's a really good player, and he's on an expiring contract. You might be able to get like a protected first or something. I think that's a pretty good return. And then for us, man, I think Mikal Bridges will be a really good fit on this team. You know, we can move Isaiah Collier to the 1. He'll be a true point guard. Then we'll let Mikal Bridges, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Wendell Carter Jr. That's a really good starting 5, man. We got playmaking, defense, 3-point shooting, floor spacing in the front court as well. I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. Let's see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. There we go. Mikal Bridges, welcome to the Pelicans. Now we're in free agency where we got to re-sign a few guys. The first one is Brandon Ingram. Let's do 35 M's per year for the next 4 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. We're also going to re-sign Jonas Valanciunas on a 1-year deal. 13 M's. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. And I was going to re-sign Jose Alvarado, but apparently doesn't want to negotiate with us. I mean, he did fall out of the rotation, so I really can't blame him. Now we are play progression where we got Zion Williamson, man, up 2-95. That's good. We also got Brandon Ingram up 1-87, Mikal Bridges up 1-85, and Isaiah Collier, bro, 5-83. That's really good. What else do we got here, man? Wendell Carter Jr. up 3-81. We do got Herb Jones and Trey Murphy III staying put. That's unfortunate, but we got Dyson Daniels up 1-80, Jordan Hawkins up 2-80. That's good to see. Jonas Valanciunas down 3-78. That's not bad for a backup center. What else do we got here, man? Najee Marshall up 1-77, and Khalil Ware up 3-73. That's good. Anyways, man, that's a look at the team. I feel really good about it. Let's move on to season 3 where it's time to compete for a championship. Already, so the team for 3 is looking like Isaiah Collier, Mikal Bridges, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and also Wendell Carter Jr. Other bench, you got Trey Murphy III, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, Jordan Hawkins, and Jonas Valanciunas. It's a really good team, man. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get this simming. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. We're here to trade deadline, man, and we are 38-14, the first seed in the Western Conference. You'll love to see it. Honestly, I don't want to make any moves right now. I feel like we're in a good rhythm, but still, let me look around and see if there's anything out there. And you know what, man? I couldn't find a move that made sense for us, but that's totally fine. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, man, so we went 61-21 this season. That's really good. Luka Doncic got MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this year. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yes, we do. Willie Green, Coach of the Year. Shout out to him. And I guess that's it. What about the NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this thing. Anything for the Pelicans? It's not looking like it, but that's fine. Hey, I'm not complaining, man. We're the #1 seed in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the stats now. Zion led the way for us once again. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And he shot 31% from deep. We do got Brandon Ingram, though, 43%. We got Mikal Bridges, 37. Isaiah Collier, 41. That's really good. Wendell Carter Jr., 37. We got Trey Murphy III, 42. Jordan Hawkins, 43. Dyson Daniels, 36. We got a lot of three-point shooting, man. That's good to see. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats here. We got Brandon Ingram, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Isaiah Collier, man, first year as a starter, he averaged 13 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. That's really good. And it looks like Trey Murphy III once again was our best player off the bench. He averaged 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got John Morant, Desmond Bane, Vince Williams Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., and Gogo Badazzi. It's a pretty good team, man, but let me show in the rotation here. Alrighty, I give more minutes to the starters and not so much to the bench. And I did take Jonas Valanciunas out of it. You know, we got Wendell Carter Jr., and even Zion can play some small ball 5. But anyways, man, is that good enough to make it out of this thing? Let's find out. As we do in game 1, that's good. It is 1-1 now. Let's see, 2-1 us. It is 2-2. Come on, bro, not like this. There we go. Please no game 7. And there it is. We got a scare there, man. But anyways, we're moving on to the second round. Going up against the Houston Rockets. As they got Amen Thompson, Malik Monk, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. It's a good team, man, but let's get into it. As let's see, we lose game 1. That's tough. It is 2-0 them now. Bro, not like this. I guess I gotta make some changes. Let me look around. You know what, bro? The only change I made is I gave a lot more minutes to Trey Murphy III. I mean, bro, shooting 70% from deep. That's insane. Let's give him 26 minutes per game, man. Why not? So let's see. Is that gonna be enough here? As we do win that game, that's good. It is 2-2 now. Let's see, 3-2. Can we close this thing out? And we can. Wow. That's pretty crazy, man. I got to see what Trey Murphy was putting up. Oh, yeah, that was the right choice, man. Trey Murphy III. He put up 23 points and 6 rebounds in game 3. And in the closeout game, he has 16 points and 3 boards. Anyways, now we're in the conference finals going up against my Golden State Warriors. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, and Trace Jackson Davis. I mean, it's all right, bro, but I feel like we are better. Hopefully, I don't jinx it. As we win game 1, we win game 2. It is 3-0 us now. Is it going to be that easy? Yes, it is. Now we're in the NBA finals going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Tyrese Maxey, Kyrie Irving, OG Anunoby, Bobby Clement, and Joel Embiid. That's a crazy team, man. I'm not sure if we are better, but let's give it a shot. As you do win game 1, that's good. It is 2-0 us now. Yep, 2-1. They didn't got sweep them. But can we get the gentleman sweep? And we can, man. There we go. The New Orleans Pelicans have won a championship in year 3. And Zion Williamson got MVP, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He only shot 17% from deep, man, but I'm not complaining. Shout out to him. It looks like Zion led the way in the closeout game, 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. We also got Isaiah Collier, 19 points, 8 assists. Brandon Ingram, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And how about Wendell Carter Jr., man, a double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds. You love to see it. Anyways, let's take a look at the playoff stats. We got Zion Williamson, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and even shot 36% from deep, man. That's really good. We also got Brandon Ingram, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and bro shot 51% from deep. That's insane. And how about Isaiah Collier, 20 years old, first year as a starter. He averaged 15 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. That's really good. And bro, this team is really good. We got a really nice mix of players. You know, we got some young guys, Zion Williamson, 25, Isaiah Collier, 20, you know, Trey Murphy III, 25, Dyson Daniels, 23, Jordan Hawkins, 24, and then we got some older guys too, you know, Brandon Ingram, 28, Mikal Bridges, 29. I mean, even Jonas Valanciunas, man, 34. It's a really good mix, man. If we kept this thing going, we definitely would win some more championships. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been TKJ. Blessings.